your 6 years old needs to go to school, and your 5 years older as well needs to start school. As soon as you arrive here in Australia, you need to register them. Okay, I'm talking about primary school. Okay, for that you have to pay, childcare. Yes, and childcare is very expensive. Hello happy people, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope all you're doing well. For those of you watching me for the very first time, my name is Azizat. I live here in Sydney, Australia. I hope all you're doing well. Anyways, this is a question like one of my subscribers asked me, and I've received similar messages like this, so I decided to do this video so I can answer everyone that have asked me about this particular topic. How can I move to to Australia with my kids? Oh, is it advisable to move Australia with my kids? If I move to Australia with my kids, how can I survive working and coping with the kids, to balance life generally? Guys, I will tell you that it is possible. Yes, I am not going to tell you that it is not possible, because if I can do it with 4 kids, so you can also do it as well. Okay, regardless of how many kids you have. But there are things that we need to look at, the pros and cons, okay, that comes with bringing kids abroad. Okay, firstly, let me answer this sister question. The question goes, can you please talk about how you manage daycare finance? I have 6 years old, 5 years old, 3 years old. How can I cope with 3 years old and work? You see, let's go to the one, your child that is 6 years old. Automatically your child needs to start primary school whenever you arrive here in Australia. If your child is 6 years, you need to register him or her in school. Same thing goes to your 5 years old as well. If your child turned 5 years before June of this year 2023, you need to send that child to school. Okay, yes. If your child is already 6 years and 5 years, those one you are free, you need to send them to school. But now you said your husband is on student visa, and automatically you will be depending on your husband. Yes,
Kill this for me.
yes, sorry guys. Yeah, there, thank you. You can close. So you as the wife, you can work full-time, like 40 to 80 hours a fortnight. Okay, because you'll be the one assisting your husband financially. It is advisable that you work together. Okay, when you come here, don't say because you are the one working. When you arrive here in Australia, don't say because you are the one doing the work you want to spend the money on yourself. Okay, that you want to spend the money on yourself. You work together with your husband, you plan together. Even your husband being the student, he can also work, but I think he won't be able to work full-time. Okay, yes, that's why you guys need to plan together. That aside, let's go back to your question. That is just kind of advice. Okay, we're still gonna do a video about that later, because when I'm talking about working together, I know why I'm saying that, because there are a lot of couples here that have gone there are a lot of couples here that have gone their separate way just because of they don't have this knowledge, they don't have this understanding of abroad. When it comes to abroad, forget about Africa. Okay, you have to do it the way it is being done here, so that your marriage will be successful. Anyway, don't let us divert. Okay, let's go back to your question. So like I've said, your 6 years old needs to go to school, and your 5 years older as well needs to start school. As soon as you arrive here in Australia, you need to register them. Okay, I'm talking about primary school. Okay, and for your 3 years old, your 3 years old is still little to start school. Okay, for that you have to pay childcare. Yes, and childcare is very, very expensive, to be honest. Childcare is expensive, okay? But there's something also that we call family daycare. Okay, family daycare, they are also registered, okay? But there are some family daycare, you know, that charge you as you go. That means, you know, if you are working, maybe you are going to work for 3 hours, you know, you can drop your child there, you know, for that 3 hours, okay? That means they will charge you for that 3 hours, okay, that you are working. You know, it's not like daycare. If you put your, if your child will be, if your child is going to daycare, daycare will charge you full day. Daycare normally charge for 11 hours to my calculation, okay? They will collect the full day amount from you. If they are collecting 130 a day, it does not matter. Like I've said, if your child spend like 2-3 hours, they will take that 130 off you. That is why I will tell you, shop around, you know, check on Google, okay? Family daycare, it will bring it up, you know. Just put your suburb, you know, where your location, okay? It should bring you know, the list of people that are doing family daycare, you know, wherever, you know, you are here in Australia, okay? I've used family daycare before, okay? Yes, I've used family daycare before. I send my kids to childcare, okay? Because if you don't, like, now you might not, you know, be eligible for the subsidy, like government subsidy, okay? Yes, you might not be eligible because your husband is a student, okay? You might not be eligible. Not even you might not, you will not be eligible, okay? Which means you'll be paying full amount from your pocket, okay? You won't, government will not assist you on that, okay? Yes. So sometimes, you know, people, someone asked me that, is it advisable to come with kids to Australia? Guys, this question is a very tough one, okay? Yes, and I won't be the one to decide for you if you are to come to Australia with your kids or not. You will be the one to take that decision by yourself. The decision is on you, to be honest. Why do I say this? Because I don't know how attached you are to your kids. So some of you, like some of us more, that we can't leave our kids like for one day, you know, it will affect us. So if we are talking about, can I leave my kids and come to Australia, like, it is on you. Just check yourself. Number one, I will say, check their age and the type of visa you are coming on. Like, what type of visa are you coming to Australia on, okay? If it is a visa, I can remember when we arrived here in Australia, we don't have the permanent residency, okay? We have the regional visa, okay? So we have to stay in the regional area, you know, for 2 good years, okay? Yes, like, seriously guys, to be honest, you know, things get better with time, okay? Yeah, things get better with time. You can't just come to, like, not even just Australia. Even if you are migrating to UK, you are migrating to US, like, you can't just arrive and you think like everything will just start, you know, like that. No, it takes time. You have to work, you know, and pray, and everything will fall in place, okay? Yes, I can remember then, okay, that we don't have access to government, you know, subsidy, okay? And I was working then, okay? I was working, but we were so lucky. Sometimes you will have good neighbors. I can remember then, this woman that was looking after my kids, you know, they charge us per hour, okay? That is why I said check out for family daycare. They charge us per hour, you know. I will go to work, you know, I will pay this woman, and yeah, that is how I was living then, you know, without government subsidy, you know. And also, like, you need to make friends. Like, seriously, you need to make friends. I know it is very difficult, but you need to make friends, okay? Because, like, you, while making friends, you talk to them, you know, you let them know, like, I'm a student or my husband is a student. From there, we have ways that you can survive, to be honest, as an Africa living in the diaspora. Yes, if you make friends, there are lots of opportunity that can come with that. Okay, yes, but at the same time, when you are making friends, make sure you are very careful. Okay, yes. So that is that, okay, about surviving with your 3 years old. Okay, definitely you can do it, but if you think like you need to really check your, just in case you don't even have access to family daycare, just think, will I be able to pay for this? Okay, just imagine you are working like 3 hours a week. You're working 3 hours a day, and you want your child to attend childcare, which is about 130 to 150. Okay, maybe you're working 3 hours a day. The 3 hours a day, let's say maybe at least maybe they are paying you $30 per hour, and for that 3 hours you're going to get $90, right? And childcare is there. Let me tell you something, I've said it before, it does not matter if you go for 3 hours or 2 hours, the childcare will charge you full day. Okay, and the childcare is charging 150. You have to calculate yourself. Like it made no sense to me, working $90, I'm getting $90, and I'm paying 130. That means I'll be taking out of my savings to complete the childcare. That is why sometimes I advise someone, even someone called me, like, I don't know if this sister is watching the video. She reached out to me, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that she just arrived here in Australia. She said she saw one of my video and she just arrived here in Australia, and she reached out to me, and yeah, we chatted, and we are just like friends, from there. Okay, yes. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to also work together with your partner. Yes, if you want to save yourself a lot of money, you need to work together with your partner. Okay, if you can't be working $90 a day and paying 150 for childcare, so I would say, why not work together with your partner? If your partner is doing like day shift, you go for night shift, you work it together like that. That is why it is very, very important to work together when it comes to
work together.
Yeah, it is very, very important to work together, think together as one when couples arrive in the abroad, generally, not only in Australia. It is very, very advisable for you guys to work together, because it is very hard when you're doing it alone by yourself with kids. I won't lie to you, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it maybe because for me, I have access to government funding, like government subsidy. This boy, for me, I have access to government subsidy, like, yeah, I'm not paying the 130 like fully from my pocket. I'm just paying part of it, and the government is assisting. And with time, once you get your permanent residence, you will have access to this government subsidy. So sis, I would say, work together with your husband. If your husband is doing like night shift, your husband can go to school like full day. Okay, if your husband, you just have to work around with your partner, to be honest. So like I've said, you need to work together, like seriously. Okay, and when it comes to school drop-off, I think that is cleared about working with kids. Is either you look for family daycare or you work together with your partner. If your partner is going to work in the morning, wait for your partner to come back, then you go. Yes, men, I will say this, please, when you are planning to move to abroad with family, please, we know you guys are the head of the family, but you need to work together with us if you want everything to be successful. That is just the honest truth. Anyway, any question, guys, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your question. Okay, let's talk about school. Okay, if your child is starting school and you want to go to work, guys, let's do it this way. I will use myself as an example. I wake up every day before my kids. Okay, I make sure their lunchbox is ready a night before. That means their lunchbox is ready like a night before. Okay, once they come back from school, I tell them, like, you know what, clean up your shoes, make sure everything is ready for the next day. That will make it very easy for you. Okay, and sometimes life happens. Yes, you might, if you don't remember to do it, like, yes, you can do it the next day, but it is very, very advisable to do it a night before. For me, once I wake up, I have my shower, I pray, I go downstairs, I make sure I get things ready before they wake up, their breakfast. Sometimes I don't make breakfast for my kids, to be honest. I mean, for the for Mukhtar and Abdul Salam, sometimes they want to make whatever they want to have for breakfast by themselves. Okay, but if you see have little one, you still need to get up very early, make sure their breakfast is ready. And once I make the breakfast, I will come back upstairs. I always make sure I get them ready before they get downstairs to have their breakfast. And once they finish their breakfast, I'm ready. We are in the car, like, ready to go. Yeah, that is how I do it with my kids. Like, yeah, and it has been working for me, like, full time. It has been working for me. Okay, yeah. So that is how I survive, managing my kids, going to work. Like, once if I know I'm starting work like 9 to 5, I will leave as early as 8 o'clock. It depends on how far your workplace is. Okay, I'm just using myself as an example. It depends on how far your workplace is. Okay, I wake up very early, I get them ready, we get in the car, I drop the Mukhtar and Abdul Salam to their school, and Imran and Alim as well. I drop them off to childcare. Let me tell you something, Imran and Alim, they are not going to the same childcare, because me, I shop around. Okay, yes, okay. Now, so I drop Imran to his own childcare, I drop Alim, and from there I'm off to work. Maybe because I've been doing it for a very long time, it's just like routine for me now. Like, it is very easy for me now. I just find it very easy, to be honest, guy. But at start, I'll be I remember when I start this, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do this, I don't think I'll be able to do this. And if you don't have someone beside you that will encourage you, like, come on, go girl, you can do this, you might also break down. You might think like you can't do it, but don't think you can't do anything. You can do anything. All you have to do is to be focused. Yes, be focused and be determined. You will see yourself doing it. Like, seriously, that is me. So I sometimes I laugh when people are asking me, like, this woman, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. We are from the same planet. Okay, but, like, joke apart, you can do it. All you just have to do is to be focused, be determined, and yeah, that is how I survive, dropping off my kids to school and go to work. I mean, Australia workplace are very flexible. If you are lucky, to find a very good organization, that understand parenting, it will be also easy for you. It will be more easier for you. Okay, yes. So that is why I choose to work like 9 to 5. Okay, yes, I drop off my kids to school. Like, the one that is going to primary school here starts 9 a.m. but my kids, I drop, their school gate is open at some schools gates are open 8 o'clock. Okay, and some are open 8:30. All you just have to do is to give your kids instruction. You have to set up that foundation. You need to give them instruction. You need to let them know. My kids, sometimes I drop them off like maybe 8:40. Yes, they'll be playing in the school before school time. Okay, there is something that is called before and after school care. If you think you want to start your work very early, you can register them for before and after school care. I think that is advisable. If you'll be starting work early, that means you'll be dropping them off to the before and after school care. They'll be the one responsible to take them to school when it's time to take them. If you want to start your job maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, the before and after school care is there for you to utilize. Okay, yes, you don't have to reject like job offer because you are looking for ways to get your children to school. You can use the before and after school care. Like I've said, you need to check your pocket. what are you getting and what are you spending. You need to calculate all that. Okay, and I know the question also talk about like finance, like how am I coping financially. I think I'm coping financially. Okay, yes, I'm coping. To be honest, I'm coping because I cut my cost according to my measurement. I don't do things, that is beyond me. Like, yes, I know how much I'm getting. Here in Australia, there are some companies, they pay weekly, and there are some they pay fortnightly, and there are some that pay monthly. Okay, so I know what I'm getting, and I know what I'm spending. Yes, I know what I'm getting, I know what I'm spending. I've explained earlier about the childcare. You can't be working $19 and paying 150 childcare. It makes no sense to me. That's why you need to work with your partner. Okay, like me, I'm doing it all by myself. Like I've said, I'll be doing it for years, like years. So it just like it's like part of me now, and I'm surviving. So you too will survive. Okay, and don't do things because other people are doing it. Okay, like I've said, with time it will be easy for you to, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to go deeply into finance, in this particular video. Okay, maybe I'm just going to do another video to explain what my finance, looks like, how much I'm paying for electricity, water bill, and everything like that. I think I will make another video to tell you guys all about that, because that is also part of the question. Okay, but just hold the cocoa. We have before and after school care, we have family daycare. Think of network as well, like support system. Do you have any support system around you, like people that can help you? Okay, so lastly guys, I would say you also need to check your mental health. Think about things that work for you. Like everything that I've said in this video is particularly, my own experience. Okay, don't take it as an advice or things that you really need to do just this exactly way I have said it. No. Okay, I am just saying it like the experience I've had living here in Australia. Okay, yes, things, something that will work better for you. That is why I said at the beginning of this video that you will be the one to make the decision for yourself. Okay, check, can you separate from your kids for a very long time? Make sure things are okay, then go and bring them back, or you want to come together and work through it together. You have the decision to make. Okay, so I will leave it like that. Sit down together with your partner, think about things that work best for you. Okay, so I think I will leave it here now, and I will see you all in my next video. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe. It is free. Okay, it is free. And don't forget to give me thumbs up. Okay, it helps our video. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I really so much appreciate you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now guys.